Hello. Welcome back to New World Angel. I um I got an inclination to do. Sorry, I'm all like mesmerized by the smoke. Why? I don't know. I see it every day. I was just called to do a love reading. And while I'm not one for love readings, I don't know. I follow what my guides tell me to do. So here we are doing a love reading. I don't know if it's going to be an extended or not, but let's see what my divine collective needs to be aware of and love. Lovers. Lover. Possibly Taylor Swift fans. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Spirit, what is the most prevalent storyline in my collective when it comes to love? What do they need to be aware of? What's going on in the energy? Alignment with your true life purpose. Possibly alignment with your true love too, hopefully. Pop out. Hello. A little pop out. Coming out, making it official. I don't know. What's going on for my collective in love? Pop out. Awards. Coming out of somewhere for awards, for an award ceremony, possibly. Kundalini awakening. Maybe the Kundalini awakening was the pop out too. Where it's like, surprise! Within a year's time, something happens. In a year's time. We're doing a love reading today, Spirit. Love is in the air. Lovers is in the air. What's a good message for them? Today, something's important about today. Playful. Maybe you're having like a playful, fun date today. Got divine feminine. Sports is relevant. Maybe you play sports, or maybe you're going to like a game. Fame. Whatever it is. I get like the way you two interact with one another is somewhat like exclusive, to where like people want to be a part of it, but just aren't, because it is just your relationship. But what else? Sometimes confusion is the lesson. Maybe you were confused about this person for a long time. Or you just didn't know, like, who the next person you were gonna date would be. Pop out. Something happens in the summer. I mean, something's happened. I've never gotten this many, like, time references before, but something is relevant about today for some reason. Possibly this pop out. And then summer is important. Maybe you'll like have more time for one another in the summer for some reason. I adore you. I adore you. I do kind of feel like today there's like you officially understand where you stand with this person. You're walking love. Oh, when you two walk together, it's like walking love. What else? Doing a love reading. Narcissist? Playful narcissist. That's weird. Mysterious. I get like lurking, like I don't know if this narcissist, I don't get that like you're coming out with a narcissist. Like I get there's a narcissistic personality in your environment somewhere. Like sort of seeing all this go down. They are mysterious. Maybe even find you to be mysterious too. Shocked. Hyperfixation. A need for stronger boundaries with this narcissist. They have no business being in your life, like at all. At all. A narcissist finds you mysterious. Shocked. Hyperfixation, a need for stronger boundaries. They have no business being in your life, like, period. Okay, let's clear this up, Spirit. Like, scarcity mindset. You're a standout star. Maybe for a minute there you didn't think that this would happen for you, especially with a narcissist like around you, like wanting to be dominant, wanting to be, you know, the main person in your world. It was like, how am I going to be able to move forward and, you know, date or like just get my life back on track after I've like ripped myself away from a freaking narcissist. And it's like, yeah, I can see how being in a mindset of like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, it's gonna have to be somebody strong to stand up to this. And it's like, you got yourself out of it. Whomever you're with, they see you as like a standout star. Patience, you're more advanced than I am. When it comes to this narcissist, we're not going to make it about them, though, because that's exactly what they want. Of course, a narcissist would pop out and make it all about them. Spirit, bring this back to the collective, please. Close the doors on this fucking narcissist. We don't need them. They're not welcome in this storyline. We don't care if they still love you or whatever. Bring this back to the collective's current love story. Living legend. You're a living legend. Or at least that's how your person feels about you. Which we love. Oh my gosh. Professional athlete. Okay. You're focusing on the wrong person, place, or thing, collective. Maybe you're also like this narcissist is like trying to, be the center of your world. And it's like you're trying everything that you can to not put a focus on them, but it's probably hard to do so. There's a deep longing. You're focusing on the wrong person, place, or thing. Third person. Oh, this narcissist. Yeah, this narcissist is the third person. Or the narcissist is focusing on the third person. Yeah, this person is like straight up asking those hard-hitting questions. They're asking a lot. Like, they are very much invested into what you're doing, storyteller. I love this card. Despop! Second card of, like, surprise pop-out type. If you guys don't know what Despop is, it comes from The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, where dude gets talked into shooting off his gun in a police station. He's like, you haven't done a Despop yet? I mean, everyone's done one. And he's like, oh, here we go. Like, maybe you're gullible. Gullible when it comes to this person, and that's why they feel like they can be playful with you. I don't know. This is odd type energy. The third person is the narcissist, though. And it's right in the middle of the damn reading. Like, they're even making this reading about them. Like, get the fuck out. This is not about you, you freaking weirdo. Yeah, exactly. How embarrassing. Because this love reading isn't about you. It's about the collective and their person, okay? So, surprise. Yeah, are you shocked that your hyperfixation didn't work? Freaking weird. Ugh. What does my collective need to know about their current love, not with the narcissist? Sometimes I wish I never made that card because it comes out so often, but it's like... But that's why I made it, is because, you know, I need my collective to know when they're dealing with somebody who's completely self-centered and unaware. It's like, go get a fucking life, not the collectives. Like, nobody cares what you think or what you're doing. Bringing this back to the collective and their current love, not this third person. What else? Storyteller, dust pop surprise. How embarrassing for this other person. Your guard is up and you're not budging. Yeah, and that's the way it needs to remain. It's the climb with Miley. Music can be important to you. Yeah, it's like you are climbing the barriers and the hurdles of whatever this person is trying to do. Like this third person is trying to do. You're getting out of their grasp. I was trying to say grips, and I combined that with some other word. It's giving Karen vibes. Totally. Like, okay, also, not that this has anything to do with it, but maybe it does in some sort of weird way. Gen Z has renamed Karen to Jessica, and I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like Brittany would have been better. Or like an Ashley. Ashley, you know, like Brittany. Yeah, Brittany. I don't know. Jessica just doesn't seem like a Karen to me, but whatever. I'm a millennial, so we're sticking with Karen vibes. Anything else? I don't know why I'm pulling from this. We have a lot out on the table. Pop out. There's a pop out today. Yeah. Playful energy. Fame around this pop out. There's a story to be had here. Summertime is calling you. There's definitely adoration. And then poof, this narcissist wants to show up. They're mysterious, so maybe they're even like lurking around and they want to come and like surprise you. Like, hello, I'm here. Shocked. Shocked at what they're seeing even. Hyperfixation about it. Definitely a need for stronger boundaries with this person in your world so that they don't come in and mess things up for you and your new person, because they have absolutely no business being in your life, and it's embarrassing how they're conducting themselves. They have a scarcity mindset. They know you're a standout star. They keep telling you, like, patience, you're more advanced than I am. When in reality, it's like, I don't want you around at all. You know? You are a living legend, though. Your guard is up and you're not budging, and that's the way it needs to remain. Especially when it comes to this professional athlete. Now, I don't know if this professional athlete is somebody you're currently seeing or somebody who is coming into your energy, or if this is the narcissist. I don't know. But whomever this person is, you're focusing on the wrong person, place, or thing when it comes to the third party. And asking those hard-hitting questions. giving Karen vibes. Yeah. So maybe I'm speaking to a divine masculine, and only because it's giving Karen vibes tells me that, you know, I could be speaking to another woman, LGBTQ2 plus community, but I get divine masculine type. Like I'm speaking to a divine masculine who could potentially be a professional athlete who's like, for some reason you're focusing on the wrong person, place, or thing. Wrong third person. Or maybe the third person is focusing on the wrong person, place, or thing. It's definitely giving Karen vibes, though. I get, like, just weird energy. People are loving this new you. Loving it. You're a standout star, baby. Star. The worst has ended. Especially regarding this fucking Karen. Or Jessica. Maybe Jessica is relevant in your world. I don't know. Yeah, I just get that they're like asking everyone in your social circle about you and about like what's going on with you. Imposter syndrome. Yeah. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel like they have enough. Scarcity mindset. Like you're a star, and compared to them, they're like, "Who am I? I'm nothing, nobody." The final answer is no. So if I have a cross watcher, like watching me, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with the other person who they know is in another relationship, the final answer is no. Okay, you're a creep. Go die in a corner somewhere. Okay, I'm not trying to give anyone a complex, but seriously, like, creeper fucking vibes. Bleh. All right, let's give, what's the vibe on... What's the vibe on... Where do I want to go? I want to know how embarrassing. They have no business being in your life. Like, tell us what's so embarrassing. Give us the vibe or the tea on this, Spirit. How embarrassing. Maybe they've been found out, too. Like, they're embarrassed because, like, you sort of knew what was going on, but, like, your boundaries are up, so you weren't giving them any sort of attention, and then they realize, like, oh, shit, this person realizes what I've been doing, and now I'm all embarrassed. Blocked. Yeah. Moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. How embarrassing. Masked. Hiding. Concealed. Deception. Sippin'. Rumors, gossip, nosy. Yeah, I get gossip. Big time. Huge. Big time. I get so much like star power. We have fame, storyteller, hyperfixation, which is something that, like, you know, people can get hyperfixated on celebrities. And I'm not saying that you are a celebrity, but in this person's world, it's like you are the star. Yeah, you're a standout star, living legend. It's the climb. Huh. Glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. Oh, this is where you're going. And now they're hyper fixated on where you're going. That's why they're asking those questions. They're watching you climb this. They're watching you get to like living legend status. So maybe like others see this potential in you and you're not quite there yet, but it's like a feeling that this other person is getting and they're shocked by it. Oh, that's what I get. Masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. That's the how embarrassing. Masculine energy. And I said I was talking to, I felt like I was talking, this is LGBTQ2+, for sure. Because the person that you got out of a relationship with, real catty, like has real like feminine energy to them, like super fucking, yeah, like I just get jealous and like snippety, like yeah, just like snarky and snippety. Inspired, optimistic, success. Like they thought, they got real tied to this because they were like super hopeful about where this was going. And they masked their true self, hiding, concealing, deception. And maybe even this, like, yeah, that's what I get. Anything else on this how embarrassing? Yeah, maybe you caught them like snooping around or something. Like getting all up in your shit and you're like, why are you contacting like friends or like, why are you talking about this? It's none of your business. Like we're not together anymore. The final answer is no. And apparently this person still believes that there is hope and love between you. And that's why they're a narcissist. That's why they're bringing this up. They're like, no, I'm making this reading about me. So apparently screw the current relationship or whatever you're working on, because this reading is a karmic update for you. There's a reason why you needed to know this for some reason. Give me energy on this narcissist, fortunately. Over these people that just think that they're like God's gift to earth. It's like you were told no. Full sentence. Period. No. Cock blocking. Exactly. They're going around saying something about you. Moves in silence. Hooked. Hyperfixation. And if you are a star, they're also bankrupt and fucking broke. So they just want to, what? Tie themselves to your story because you do have money to your name. Mm-hmm. Clout chaser. With bad habits. Drugs. Repeating mistakes, can't break the loop. I almost just want to end this reading because this person is pissing me off. It's like, get out. I have dealt with narcissistic energies my entire life, and I have gotten to that point to where I'm just like, block. No, 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 no. That's where you need to get to too. Because this person is ridiculous. They feel like they're owed something. And they're just going around asking a whole bunch of fucking questions, showing their Karen-ness everywhere. Can we get the collective excited about the future when this narcissist is no longer fucking around? Like, literally go die in a corner somewhere. Crawl up in a ball because you were told no and die. Okay, it really doesn't need to be that bad. I'm not trying to tell people to, like, do that, but no is no. Okay? You're not amazing. You're not everyone's dream. This person doesn't want to be with you. My collective doesn't want to be with you. So if you're listening to me, go scamper off. Okay? You bottom dweller. Knight of Swords. What? They got something to say? Doing something behind the scenes. What? Are they scheming up like some sort of fucking, who knows? Some plan? They're trying to figure out a way how to tell you that, like, they're leaving this person. So maybe, like, they were dealing with somebody as well that, like, potentially got in the middle of y'all's relationship, and, like, you were like, I can't do this. And now they're trying to figure out a way to come in and let you know that, like, hey, you know, I've changed. I'm different. I'm not the same person anymore. But they're masked. Remember, they're a narcissist. They will say and do whatever they need to in order to get their way. And you're communicating, whether you are literally communicating with them or not, which it seems like you're not because you blocked them. You, like, your energy is communicating to them, no. Look, you're like, I said what I fucking said. I have my sword up. I will use it if I need to. I've told you this in the past. We tried to work through it. It's not working out. I'm done. I'm leaving. We are finito. No more. Okay. So, what can the collective get excited about in the future when it comes to love? Get the collective excited. Well, you're going to heal from the past. Maybe see where, like, you didn't see the signs or the red flags. Now, knowing what you know now, it's a great opportunity before somebody else comes along for you to take, like, another look and be like, okay, that was a red flag, that was a red flag, that was a red flag. I disregarded all of that. You know, I forgive myself for that. I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. But you're healing this. And staying gone, staying, like, keeping this person removed is going to be super helpful. And you may even, depending on how, like, intense this person gets about wanting to be back in your life, you may need to, like, lay down the law and get, like, a restraining order if they become that weird. I don't know. It could be, but especially if you are a star and you have, you know, just people that think that they know you, by seeing you on, you know, stage or, like, on screen or something like that. And it's like, no, you need to let the law handle this. Like, this person, God, people are so weird. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. You do have a lot of money. And they're fucking bankrupt. Exactly. They're sick. It's a mental illness. and what's going on between you isn't like helping them out at all. What else? This is supposed to get the collective excited about the future. And I don't see any cards worth of excitement here. Oh, well, we can get excited about judgment. It's divine timing. Shit's coming to an end. The worst has ended. Yeah, this is you starting out again. Like, you know, kind of taking the first step to get back out. So maybe like this narcissist really threw you into a tailspin. It was just like, I don't even know if I can trust myself. That's sort of what I get about this is like, can I even trust my own discernment? I don't know. Like I looked at everything and it's like, don't get so down on yourself about that. Like this whole thing sort of needed to play out in a certain way. Deciding what? Judgment's being called about about you just moving forward, making the decision to move forward and away from all this like chaos, cattiness. Yeah, you're just giving that back to yourself. You're like, I'm over it. It's like disgusting. Like, what are we even doing here? Yeah, you're really looking at this. You're like, what? I kind of feel like you're looking back at like, where was I when I thought that this was like a good idea? You're really meditating on that. And again, like you can't get so down on yourself for not seeing this. Like narcissists, especially covert narcissists, they are so good about masking who they really are because they don't know who they are. They don't even have one little inkling of self-reflection in them. No, they think everything is somebody else's issue. It's always a third party. It's always a third person who's coming in and, you know, messing things up for them. It's never them. Ever. You know, it's the circumstances, it's the job, it's you know, X, Y, and Z. So, like, to get down on yourself for not seeing this, it's like, how would you know? Especially if you didn't know this person beforehand. It's like, you had to go off their word because that's what you do in a relationship. It's all built on trust. And so, like, you went into it with an open heart thinking that you could trust this person. In reality, it's like, this is a lesson in understanding, like, not your gullibility, because it's not that. Maybe you were just more innocent at the time that this began, but now as it's gone forward, you have learned so much that, like, you really need to sort of take inventory of how much you have learned in this process and trust in yourself that going forward you will then see the red flags, because I guarantee you the next time you come across somebody who thinks that they're just like God's gift to earth, you will see right fucking through that. I know that. And then that sends you down a whole new rabbit hole of like, the whole world is filled with like narcissistic people. So then you get to heal from that, and then you get to like heal from the fact that like, can I trust myself? No, I'm just saying, like, go easy on yourself. You didn't know what you know now. Life is all about growing. It's all about learning. You put up the boundaries and you're not budging. Final answer is no. That is growth. That's self-love. That is what will bring in a healthy relationship. And the more you can cultivate those boundaries with this person specifically, but also others in your world, especially if you are a celebrity, you will see so many people who are just out for their own gain. And granted, like, sometimes you have to play the game because otherwise it's like, you're going to be fucking blacklisted like I was. And it's like, you're just going to get 2 to 3 views on each video, like nobody wants to go to that direction. But there's a level of playing the game while maintaining your boundaries. And I believe that is what this lesson is all about. It's like you moving forward, you're like, okay, I know now what to look out for. I can sense energies. And even though I might have to work with some of these people, it doesn't mean I need to form attachments. It just means I need to create stronger boundaries and know myself that much better. Because the last thing you want to do is to be caught in a conversation and you're like, oh my God, that was such like a really great conversation with this person. Like they opened up to me, only for you to like fall back into a trap of, bringing this person back in. That's how they get you. So I'm telling you now that you need to trust yourself more. God won't give you more than what you can handle. And I don't care what religion you are. If God isn't a thing and you just believe in a higher power or like your angels and ancestors, then so be it. But like, you will not be given more than what you can handle. And this situation is just telling you, okay, the worst has ended. Now, moving forward, you'll take that wisdom with you. I get, what was it? Baby reindeer? Where it was like, felt sympathy for this person. Maybe that's what they do. They play on like your heartstrings and like you tend to like, just want to be a support for others because you're a good person. And then all of a sudden it's like, that's how they like drag you in. It's where it's like, especially tears. Or like telling you, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bitch, we've been down this road. The final answer is no. Go find that corner again. Anything else? Now that the collective knows what the red flags are to look out for, is there anything else you want me to tell them? Like, do they need to be aware of anything? Like, what's hidden that they need to be aware of in this situation? Okay, yeah, they're gonna continue to say and do whatever they need to be shown in a better light than what they are now. How embarrassing! And they're like, okay, I need to like backtrack and do something. Yeah, they're trying to turn the tables. Have you or these third persons see them in a different light, wanting to see if it's actually working or not, or them just like looking at your upwards trajectory, like your mobility. They're just gonna have to take a seat in their fucking corner and watch you grow out of their purview. Spirit's like, yes, period, done. They're just gonna have to fucking watch you grow and move on. They are just so like smitten with you. And I kind of feel like this is you fired up about the future. You're like, okay, now that bullshit is behind me, I am so stoked about what the future holds for me. Like, yeah, releasing that would be a huge weight off your shoulders, especially if they were like semi-stalking or just like refuse to get out of your life in some sort of way. Like, you know, you guys hang out, especially if you are in like the LGBTQ community. It's like, surely you guys run in similar groups, right? Know the same people, and that shit, maybe they just like found themselves like in the same place as you, found themselves in the same place as you, when in reality they're like going around like, what are they doing? Who are they with? Who are they talking to? Were they dancing clothes? You know, like, Karen, find your corner, take a seat, get a stool, because you're going to be there for a while. Yeah, God saw all of this. He's protecting you. You're also getting, you're seeing the bigger picture here. I feel like it's all starting to make sense. Like, things are starting to click. Maybe you're confused. Well, I did pull out, like, sometimes confusion is the lesson. So maybe you're really confused about, like, why certain people stop talking to you, or why your life sort of felt like it changed all of a sudden, or like why, I don't know. I just get a sense that like you felt like something was going on behind you, and that like people were sort of interacting with you in a different way. God saw it. It's because of what they did in the background, and now they want to apologize. Some bullshit ass apology? Yeah. They want to apologize and be like, can I come back in? Can we like see each other? We really need to talk. That would be their ultimate dream. And it's like, judgment's out here twice. You're like, the final answer is fucking no. No is the complete sentence. This is done. I'm over you. You're a nutcase a little bit. Stop asking about me. I don't exist in your world anymore. We don't know each other. We never did. Pretend as though we never met. And take those lessons, collective, that you learn from this and keep it pushing, because it's like people like this just want to clout chase. They want to hold you back. They want to be in your world. And it's like, they're not good for you. They're just not. But the worst has ended, and you should get excited about the future because you have put up your boundaries. Now it's just a matter of maintaining. It's what I always say in real estate is, first of all, don't get tied to the outcome. Second of all, when the home of like my client's dreams pops up, right? And they think it's everything, and they finally like want to place an offer. And then, you know, for one reason or another, like it doesn't work out, right? Falls through in inspections or something like that. It's always the home afterwards that works out and is so much better than the first one ever could have been. Every single fucking time. It's never been like a client settling after they've lost out on a house. It's always like, I'm so glad that didn't work out for us. Like, I'm so glad I didn't try to make that work, because this was an easier process. It worked out. Like, you know, it's everything that I wanted and more. So if you're confused right now, just know that confusion is the lesson. Being able to sit with it, live with it. Unfortunately, it does suck. Divine timing is not our timing. It's whenever shit just wants to happen. So this person will get what's coming towards them. Your goal is to continue holding your boundaries, continue reflecting on, you know, the red flags of the past. Don't dwell on it, and certainly don't put yourself down for it. But just know that you're a lot more wise than you think you are, and you're a standout star, my love. You're just going up, 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 and away. And they're just going to have to sit and watch you. So, I I love you, collective. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you a little bit of faith as to how much you have actually grown, because I can see the growth here. All right. I love you. I'll catch you on the next one.